Okay, so this package I have here in front of me is a pen that I have been thinking about for a couple of months now, and I know for some people that's not a really long time. But I got this for myself as a Christmas present and also to celebrate my bonus from work. So this is something that I paid for myself. This was not sent to me by any company whatsoever, and this was something that I saved up for, so I'm just so excited. And you're probably all like, Karina, just unbox it. Okay, here we go. So I ordered this from Cult Pens on March 3rd, and it shipped on March 7th, and today is March 9th as I received it. So I'm impressed with how quickly this came. So the box says Pelikan. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. Like I'm getting a little emotional looking at this because this is, I don't know why I'm getting emotional opening this, but I am very excited. Now, I do have to say, this is the most money I've ever spent on a pen. I can't believe I've spent this much money on a pen. But for me, I'm hoping that having spent this much on a pen, I think that a lot of us, when we collect pens and when we buy pens, we're looking for that one that encompasses how it's going to make us feel, the writing experience and all of that. And I know that there are some people who love collecting and having lots and lots of different pens. I'm the type of person who I want a collection that's well curated, so that these are the pens that I actually use regularly and that they're well loved. And I think that's why I made an investment in this particular Pelikan, because I've watched many YouTube videos on this, and the general consensus that I hear is that this pen is a great investment, and I am so excited to be unboxing this. I almost feel like I'm not classy enough for this. So it comes in such a beautiful Pelikan box. Oh my god. Oh, and look at this pen case. And you know what? For some reason, I don't know why, but I didn't think this was like leather or faux leather. I thought it was like a tissue paper, but it actually is like a faux leather or real leather. And then you've got the Pelikan like seal here. Okay. It's like, calm down, Karina. Wait, before I open it, hold on, what's in here? So in here you've got, okay, so the warranty, you have, what is this, Moments of Joy, and okay, it talks about the different inks, which is really not another one that I want to go down, but the different pen models that they've got, the classic 200, the pen cases, the Souverain, which is this pen. Wow. Ooh. Okay. All right, so that's what's in this box here. Now, let's go to this. Oh my goodness. How beautiful is that? Oh my goodness, and here comes Lucy. How beautiful. Wow. Wow. Introducing the Pelikan M400 in the tortoiseshell white. This is a piston filler pen. So there is no cartridge. The filling mechanism is all in here. And just look at the detail. You've got this beautiful clip that curves up at the front. Then the white detailing. Looks like there's a little scratch on there. Oh, no, just a bit of dust. And then you've got the Pelikan logo here. And then the beautiful tortoiseshell. And then unscrew that. And you've got the beautiful extra fine nib here. Absolutely gorgeous pen. So to compare the size of the M400, I have here my Sailor Pro Gear Slim. They're pretty much the exact same size. I've got my Esterbrook JR Pocket Fountain Pen, which is slightly larger. And then comparing it to the Lamy All-Star. Looks like a cute little petite pen next to that. And then comparing it to, let's put this up here, comparing it to the TWSBI Eco. You can see the differences in size there. And then if I uncap it next to the Sailor Pro Gear Slim, it is actually longer than the Sailor Pro Gear Slim and looks to be almost about the same size as, can't do that. And same size as the Esterbrook JR. Actually looks like to be slightly longer than the Esterbrook JR. So this is a 14 karat extra fine nib, and it is a 2-tone nib. So I got this in the extra fine because from what I've seen in different videos, the extra fine in this can write quite a bit broader than the regular Japanese fines even, and because this is quite a wet nib, it puts down a lot of ink. So let's try and figure out which ink I'm going to use in this beautiful pen. So the ink I chose for this is not an ink that necessarily matches the pen. I could have chosen a color like possibly Rohrer and Klingner Alta Goldgrün, which I don't have, but I think is a gorgeous, gorgeous ink and one that I hope to be purchasing soon. Or Pilot Iroshizuku Inaho, which I think would have been great, but I already have that inked up in my TWSBI Eco. So I thought, what ink do I want to use in my Hobonichi A6 5-year journal for the month of April? And I really wanted a beautiful kind of dusty purple. I love this ink and I'm excited to be putting this into my Pelikan. I can't believe I have this pen in my hands. I still can't believe it. I can't stop looking at it. It's beautiful. There is no backstory as to why I decided to choose this pen. For a lot of us, we buy a pen because it looks beautiful. Absolutely looks beautiful. But I'm really excited to see how this writes. So I did actually flush some water in and out of this pen just to make sure there wasn't any previous ink residue. So Sailor Shikiori Yozakura. I've used this once before in my Pilot Vanishing Point Decimo. And it was a gorgeous color. I'm actually really afraid of staining this pen. Okay, so now that I've done that, let's cap this, because that would just be scary if I spilled that everywhere. So let's go ahead and do a writing sample. So I've got my Rhodia dot grid here and then my Midori A6 that I use for ink swatches. So I think I could, I think it would post very nicely in my hand for its size. Because of this, the size is very similar to the Sailor Pro Gear Slim. It fits perfectly in my hand. I feel like it's a good girth. It's not too narrow. And with where my hand is, I don't mind where those are. It actually rests really, really nicely in my hand. So let's go ahead and do a writing sample. I'm so excited. Oh, it's beautifully smooth. And I feel like it's got an average flow when it's on the Rhodia paper, so I'm interested to see what it's going to be like on the Midori. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful writer. Absolutely beautiful. So let's try this then on the Midori. Wow. Writes straight out of the box. And yes, it is a bit broader than my regular, like even fine on the Japanese nib, but I love it. And I feel like I'm going more towards slightly broader nibs because I like seeing the shading in these beautiful inks. love, 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 love with this pen. So my, I guess, initial thoughts on this pen are it is absolutely beautiful, just as stunning as the pictures. I love how light it is in my hand, but still not too light that I wouldn't be able to hold it properly. It does, it feels like it can hold its own weight. Like if you let it just go on the paper on its own, I feel like it would definitely kind of right under its own weight. And then posting it doesn't make it too back heavy. It actually feels very, very balanced in my hand when I post it. It fits perfectly in my hand, like it was meant to be there. I love the way the tortoise shell looks. I love that it is somewhat transparent and you can see the piston filling mechanism in there. I love the gold trim. I just love everything, like the different specs of the tortoise shell, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful pen. I am over the moon in love with this pen. I said to myself that this was a Grail pen, but I didn't even know what a Grail pen is. I mean, I know some people look for their Grail pen for years, and I discovered this, I think, a little bit after the new year, and here I now have it in my hand, and I love it. I know that sounds really dramatic, but the writing experience, just those first impressions, wrote straight out of the box. It was incredibly smooth with feedback. I love it so much. So I am so happy with this purchase. Like it's leaving me a bit breathless how happy I am with this. Oh, all right, so that is it for me and my newest fountain pen, the Pelikan M400 in the tortoise shell white. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and have yourselves a great day.